Hello everyone. So it's another day, and today we're going to talk about incurable diseases. There's a lot of people who are suffering with a lot of incurable diseases. But can I tell you something? There is actually nothing that is incurable. It's only that we are not dealing with the root of the problem. When you have a diagnosis, say like Alzheimer's dementia, something causes it. But when you're not aware what's causing it, you cannot get rid of it. So the first thing we look at when somebody has, say, dementia or Alzheimer's dementia, but by the way, there are like 5 different types of progressive dementias. And they are not all caused by the same thing, but they do affect the brain. Now, anything that affects the brain, it usually has to do something to do with the mind. But now there are different theories and schools of thought as to what the mind is. That's why they focus more on the brain. But you have to differentiate these things. When you know what the problem is, you can find the root of the problem when you know what the problem is. So like now, Alzheimer's dementia, most people will focus on the brain, but is the brain the problem? No, it is the mind. So when you focus on the mind, now that takes you on a different realm. You're not focusing on physical things because the mind is not physical. That's another topic. We can do a deep dive on that because some people believe different things. Some people believe that the brain makes the mind, you know? That's why they treat the brain. But actually, I don't believe that. I think the mind is a different organ, separate from the brain. And I also believe that the mind actually controls the brain. Now, not everybody believes that, but that's where the problem is. That's why we can't get rid of these diseases. And that's why we call them incurable diseases, because we are not dealing with the root of the problem. And we're not even sure where the problem is. But when you focus on the mind, you have to do something different. You can't just focus on physical things. So we're going to discuss some of these things when my school opens sometime in July. Total Health Academy is opening in July. It's going to be online. And you can come. We're going to talk about basic things. But then the class or the people who are going to come will kind of, you are the one who are gonna propel me on how to go, whether to do a deep dive, depending on the questions that you ask. So that's how we're gonna do a deep dive. Because when you ask a question, I know you're ready for the answer. Otherwise, you won't be asking. When you're not ready for something, you don't ask because you don't know that you need to ask. But anyway, it's gonna be exciting. I'm looking forward to this. I'm also looking forward to see you at the luncheon, May 3rd, Nairobi, Kenya. I'm excited to talk about these things, you know, incurable diseases. But bear in mind that there is nothing that is incurable. When you deal with the root of the problem, you can get rid of the disease. Thank you and God bless you.